Ladies and gentlemen, brace yourselves for a truth that will shake you to your core. Most of you are living life in reverse, caught in a relentless cycle of watching others, measuring yourselves against their triumphs, and drowning in the noise of comparison. You're scrolling through curated lives, obsessing over someone else's victories, and wondering why your own path feels like a maze with no exit. Why do you feel lost? Why do you feel stuck? Why does frustration gnaw at your soul? Here's the unfiltered reality. The more you fixate on others, the further you drift from the one force that can change everything, yourself. Success isn't a race to outpace someone else's highlight reel. It's not about chasing validation or mimicking another's path. It's about clarity, a piercing, unshakable clarity that only ignites when you turn your gaze inward. When you stop chasing shadows and start forging your own light, everything shifts. The noise fades, the doubts dissolve, the excuses crumble, and in their place, momentum roars to life. If you're exhausted by feeling trapped, by the weight of always being behind, hear this: the problem isn't out there. It's not the economy, your past, or the people around you. It's where you're aiming your focus. Redirect it to yourself, your mind, your habits, your dreams, and watch your life surge forward like a river unleashed. This is the mindset that unlocks destinies, and today, we're tearing down the lies you've been sold to embrace the truths you need to hear. It all begins here with one unwavering command: take full ownership of your life. Asterisk, asterisk, your life is yours. Stop living through others, asterisk, asterisk. Your existence is not a spectator sport. Yet too many of you are sitting on the sidelines, watching others play the game of life, while you adjust your dreams to fit someone else's script. You let the expectations of society, family, or peers dictate your path, surrendering your power to voices that don't bear your burdens. The truth is stark. Your life belongs to you alone. No one else is accountable for your achievements, your joy, or your destination. The moment you shape your choices around others' opinions, you become a passenger in your own story, carried by the current of the crowd instead of steering your own course. We live in an age where external influence is a relentless tide. Social media bombards you with snapshots of perfection, exotic vacations, gleaming cars, lives that shimmer with effortless success. Without realizing it, you start measuring your worth against these illusions, chasing a mirage that hides the struggles, the failures, the unseen battles behind the gloss. You see the polished results, not the raw reality, the years of grit, the sleepless nights, the silent wars fought in the shadows. And if you let these facades define your path, you'll spend your days pursuing someone else's story instead of writing your own epic. Pause and reflect. How much energy do you waste worrying about what others think? How often do you shrink your dreams because you fear judgment? Perhaps you dream of launching a venture, but the thought of friends whispering doubt holds you back. Maybe you yearn to pivot careers, but the specter of failure looms large. Every choice made to please others, every hesitation born of external gaze, is a betrayal of your own soul. You're living for them, not you. The titans of history, innovators, artists, trailblazers, didn't rise by blending in. They didn't seek applause or approval. They burned with a singular focus, to become the fullest expression of themselves, to bring their visions to life against all odds. They trusted their inner compass even when the world scoffed. Fear is the thief of potential, fear of judgment, of failure, of standing apart. So you settle for safety, for the acceptable, for paths that suffocate your spirit. You cling to draining relationships, endure soul, crushing jobs, live a life that feels like a stranger's, all because you're too afraid to break the mold. But here's the truth that sets you free: the only one who lives with your choices is you. Not your critics, not your peers, not the faceless voices online. Only you face the mirror each night. Only you carry the weight of unfulfilled dreams. So why let anyone else's opinion steer your ship? Your happiness, your growth, your legacy, they depend on one thing: owning your journey with unapologetic courage. Asterisk, asterisk, comparison kills progress. Focus on your own path, asterisk, asterisk. The fastest way to sabotage your potential is to compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. The moment you measure your progress against another's, you lose sight of your own horizon. You stop building and start brooding, wasting precious energy wondering why someone else seems ahead. But here's the truth, every journey is unique. Your timeline, your struggles, your strengths, they're yours alone. Someone's success today doesn't diminish your tomorrow. Your challenges now don't spell failure. They're forging you for what's to come. Comparison is a cultural poison woven into the fabric of our lives. From childhood, we're taught to rank ourselves by grades, by performance, by status. Society screams, look at others, gauge your worth by their yardstick. But this mindset is a trap, chaining you to self, doubt, and discontent. No matter your achievements, there's always someone who appears to have more, to be more. If you tie your worth to their pace, you'll never feel enough. Scroll through social media, see a new car, a promotion, a dream life. What stirs in you? Inspiration or a gnawing sense of inadequacy, as if your own progress is trivial. That's comparison's venom, whispering lies that blind you to your own strides. You don't see the full story. That entrepreneur flaunting success might have toiled a decade while you're just beginning. That influencer with the perfect life might have sacrificed what you'd never trade. Their victories don't define your path. Success isn't a sprint against others. It's a marathon with yourself. The only metric that matters is your growth. Are you better today than yesterday? Are you learning, pushing, staying true to your course? If so, you're winning. Comparison breeds stress, conjures pressure that's illusionary, and robs you of gratitude for your own journey. You start chasing others' goals instead of your own, feeling behind, when you're exactly where you need to be. Your struggles are shaping you, your setbacks are lessons, your path is yours alone. Break free, stop watching others. Focus on your craft, your progress, your vision. That's where power lies. Winners don't watch. They work. There's a chasm between those who achieve greatness and those who merely exist. Focus. Winners don't squander energy dissecting competitors' moves or envying their gains. While others watch, analyze, and overthink, winners execute. They build, grind, refine. They don't linger on the sidelines, studying others' playbooks. They write their own. Too many get trapped in observation, believing knowledge of others' strategies unlocks success. But the truth is, success isn't found in mimicking. It's forged in mastering your own game. Consider the elite athletes, entrepreneurs, artists. A champion boxer doesn't obsess over rivals' interviews. He's in the ring, perfecting his jab. A visionary CEO doesn't scroll competitors' sites. She's scaling her empire. Champions don't have time to watch because they're too busy creating. When you fixate on others, you shift from proactive to reactive, adjusting your plans to match someone else's rhythm. That's not leadership, it's surrender. True success demands clarity, knowing your goal, owning your process, executing without distraction. Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. Did you grow? Did you act? Did you advance? That's the game. Focus inward and progress becomes inevitable. Energy flows where attention goes, directed inward. Your focus is your superpower, the currency of your future. Where you channel it, life follows. Squander it on distractions, social media, gossip, negativity, and your potential withers, but pour it into your growth, your skills, your mission, and you ignite a force unstoppable. Most people bleed energy on what doesn't serve them. Hours lost to mindless scrolling, complaints about the uncontrollable, envy of others' lives. Every moment spent there is stolen from your destiny. Winners guard their focus fiercely. They know energy flows where attention goes, so they direct it inward, toward mastery, toward progress, toward purpose. Your mind is a lens magnifying what you dwell on. Focus on lack and scarcity consumes you. Focus on growth and abundance unfolds. The difference between the extraordinary and the ordinary isn't luck, it's deliberate attention. Most let the world hijack their focus, reacting to notifications, news, drama. They're busy but barren, exhausted but unaccomplished. But when you seize control, you see possibilities where others see walls. You become efficient, powerful, unstoppable. Direct your energy inward, eliminate noise, consume what elevates, act with intention. That's the alchemy of success. Asterisk, asterisk, master your mind, control your habits, forge discipline, asterisk, asterisk, everything begins in your mind. Your thoughts birth your actions shape your habits, and your habits carve your future. Fail to master your mind, and you're a prisoner to circumstance. Let habits control you, and they'll chain you to mediocrity. Without discipline, potential remains a dream. Success isn't about fleeting motivation or innate talent, it's about commanding yourself at the deepest level. The greatest battle is internal, against doubt, laziness, the voice urging retreat when the path grows steep. Win that battle and nothing can hold you back. Champions aren't immune to fear, they refuse to let it rule. They train their minds to stay resolute, to push forward despite discomfort. They don't wait for inspiration, they act. Discipline is their bridge from vision to victory, built through consistent choices, not perfection. Every habit either elevates or erodes you. Successful people design their days with purpose, waking early, training body and mind, cutting negativity, surrounding themselves with growth. They don't leave success to chance. They engineer it through relentless consistency. Change your life by changing your habits. Replace procrastination with action, distraction with focus, excuses with effort. Become the person who does what they promise, no matter the cost. Asterisk, asterisk, stop seeking validation. Your worth is within asterisk, asterisk. The greatest shackle is the need for approval. Too many tether their worth to others' opinions, waiting for validation to feel enough. But external praise is a hollow fuel that fades, leaving you chasing more. True power is internal, forged in self-belief, not applause. Seeking validation traps you in fear, fear of risk, of difference, of judgment. You shrink, conform, live for others' acceptance instead of your own truth, but no amount of praise fills a void that self-belief doesn't already hold. Champions don't wait for permission. They trust their vision, act without approval, measure success by their own standards. When you stop seeking validation, you reclaim your power. You stop fearing judgment. You stop needing applause. You build a confidence that no opinion can shake, rooted in who you are and what you create. Asterisk, asterisk, detach from opinions. Obsess over results. Asterisk, asterisk, opinions are noise. Results are reality. Most live enslaved by what others think, family, friends, strangers online, letting external voices steer their choices. But opinions don't build success, execution does. The more you dwell on perceptions, the less you focus on progress. Critics rarely have results to show. Their doubts are their own, not yours. Detach from praise, from criticism, from the need to be seen. Focus on what you produce, what you achieve, what you become. Success is built in action, not approval. Be the one who does, who risks, who creates. While others talk, you triumph. Asterisk, asterisk, your time is fine. I'd eliminate distractions. Asterisk, asterisk, time is your most sacred asset, yet most squander it on distractions that add nothing to their lives. Every scroll, every idle chat, every moment spent on the irrelevant is a theft from your future. Success isn't about having more time, it's about wielding it with precision. The elite don't have extra hours, they guard their focus, eliminate noise, align every action with their vision. Distractions seem harmless, but they compound, stealing years from your dreams. Take control, cut the apps, silence the drama, say no to what doesn't serve you. Structure your days around purpose, not reaction. Own your time and you own your destiny. Asterisk, asterisk, embrace solitude. Forge your true power, asterisk, asterisk. Solitude isn't loneliness. It's the crucible of greatness. In silence, away from the world's clamor, you find clarity, strength, purpose. Constant connection to others drowns your own voice, leaving you a shadow of external expectations. But in solitude, you confront your truths, your fears, your dreams, your power. Society pushes endless stimulation, but the extraordinary embrace the quiet. Leaders, creators, visionaries forge their paths in solitude, developing self-awareness that no crowd can provide. Alone, you build a mind unshaken by external tides, a resolve that trusts its own course. Embrace solitude, and you'll uncover a power that needs no validation, no noise, just you. Asterisk asterisk commit fully. Burn the bridges of retreat asterisk asterisk half. Hearted effort breeds half-hearted results. Most fail because they leave an escape hatch, a plan B, a safety net for when things get tough. But true success demands total commitment, burning the bridges to retreat, making failure unthinkable. When you go all in, you don't just chase success, you summon it. Hesitation is the enemy, whispering retreat when obstacles arise. But the greats, those who reshape history, commit without reserve. They endure the discomfort, the sacrifice, the long nights, because they've eliminated alternatives. Decide now, no turning back. Make your goal your only path. Commit with every fiber of your being and watch the impossible become inevitable. Asterisk asterisk, this is your moment. Seize it asterisk asterisk, this is your life. No one else will live it. No one else will fight for it. No one else will build it. That's your power, your freedom, your responsibility. Stop watching others. Stop waiting for approval. Stop making excuses. The moment you cut distractions, silence the noise, and commit fully, you rewrite your story. You're not here to follow. You're here to lead, to create, to become unstoppable. If this ignites something in you, if you're ready to rise, to act, to claim your future, then let this be your turning point. Subscribe to Tony Robbins' track for more, because this isn't just motivation. It's the blueprint of champions. Now go out there, take control, and make it happen. Your life awaits.